You've saved up for that perfect 2026 cruise, but did you know everyday items like your travel router or even CBD gummies could get you in serious trouble? In this video, I'll uncover 17 cruise line secrets they're not shouting about, including why these bans exist, to protect their profits, safety, and more. Hey there, cruise enthusiasts! Welcome to another deep dive into the world of ocean adventures. If you're gearing up for a 2026 sailing with giants like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, Disney, or any other line, buckle up because things are changing. Cruise policies are evolving faster than ever with new tech bans, stricter enforcement on old rules, and some surprising additions to the prohibited lists. These aren't just arbitrary rules, they're often secrets because lines bury them in fine print to keep the focus on the fun, while quietly protecting their operations, revenue streams, guest safety, and legal liabilities. We'll count down from 17 to 1, breaking down each banned item, what it is, why it's prohibited, and some insider tips to avoid pitfalls. I'll keep it conversational, like we're chatting over a deckside cocktail, and throw in real stories from cruisers who've been there. Let's set sail. Number 17. Satellite internet devices, like portable Starlinks or mini satellite dishes. These are high-tech gadgets that let you connect to satellite networks for personal Wi-Fi, bypassing the ship's often pricey internet packages. What it is? Compact units from companies like SpaceX's Starlink that beam down high-speed internet anywhere, even at sea. Why banned? In 2026, lines like Royal Caribbean and Carnival have explicitly added these to their lists under cybersecurity and deliberate electronic crime equipment. The real secret? It's not just about potential interference with the ship's navigation or communication systems, though that's a valid safety concern. Cruise lines make massive profits from onboard Wi-Fi sales, sometimes charging $20 to $30 per day per device. Allowing personal satellites would cut into that revenue big time. Plus, with rising cyber threats, they worry about unauthorized networks opening doors to hacks that could disrupt everything from booking systems to emergency protocols. Insider tip: if you're a digital nomad, opt for the ship's premium packages or plan offline time. Many cruisers report spotty service anyway due to ocean interference. One story I heard, a tech-savvy passenger tried smuggling a mini Starlink on a 2025 Caribbean cruise. It was spotted at security, confiscated, and he faced a stern warning. Don't risk it. Check your line's policy, as some allow limited use in ports only, but on board, forget it. And remember, even if it's portable, the setup often requires mounting, which could damage ship property. Expanding on this, let's think about how cruises have adapted post-pandemic. With more remote workers cruising, demand for reliable internet skyrocketed, but lines invested in their own satellite tech, like Voom on Royal Caribbean or MedallionNet on Princess. Banning competitors keeps the monopoly. Safety-wise, these devices transmit signals that could overlap with the ship's frequencies, potentially causing blackouts in critical areas like the bridge. Legally, international maritime laws under IMO guidelines emphasize controlled communications to prevent piracy or distress signal jams. So while it seems harmless for streaming Netflix in your cabin, it's a no-go. Alternatives? Pre-download content or use free Wi-Fi in ports. This ban is one of the newest for 2026, reflecting the tech boom. Expect even stricter enforcement with AI scanners at embarkation. If you're caught, it could mean disembarkation at the next port, ruining your trip and costing extra for flights home. Always pack smart, folks. Number 16. Travel routers and Wi-Fi extenders. These are small devices that create personal hotspots or boost signals, often used to share one paid connection among multiple gadgets. What it is? Portable routers like those from TP-Link or Netgear that plug into Ethernet ports or amplify Wi-Fi. Why banned? Similar to satellite gear, they're flagged under routers and other networking equipment by lines like Norwegian and Carnival in 2026 updates. The official reason is preventing deliberate electronic interference, which could overload the ship's network or enable unauthorized access. But the secret? Again, profit protection. Cruise Wi-Fi is sold per device, so sharing circumvents that. Safety concerns include fire risks from cheap models overheating and privacy breaches if someone hacks your mini network. Real talk, cruisers have shared horror stories on forums like Cruise Critic where their router was confiscated, leaving them without backups. One Redditor described trying to use one on a transatlantic voyage. Security nabbed it and he was out $200 for ship internet. To expand, these devices can create rogue access points that IT teams hate as they complicate troubleshooting and could spread malware. In 2026, with IoT devices everywhere, lines are paranoid about cyber attacks. Remember the 2020 Carnival hack? Banning these keeps control. Tips: buy multi-device plans or use VPNs on allowed devices. Don't hide them in luggage, X-rays spot them easily. This ban ties into broader tech crackdowns, making cruises feel more controlled but safer. Number 15. Clack fans or handheld fans with noisy mechanisms. These are those foldable fans that make a loud clack when opened, popular at events or for quick cooling. What it is? Traditional Spanish-style fans or modern variants that snap open. Why banned? New for 2026 on lines like Disney and Royal Caribbean, they're prohibited in theaters and shows due to antisocial behavior and noise disruption. Officially, it's about guest comfort. The clacking distracts performers and others. Secret reason? Cruise entertainment is a big draw, and disruptions lead to complaints affecting ratings and repeat business. Plus, in enclosed spaces, they could be seen as potential weapons if misused. A cruiser shared on YouTube how her clack fan was taken during a Broadway-style show. She thought it was harmless, but learned the hard way. Expansion? With hotter climates and climate change, fans are popular, but lines prefer you buy their overpriced misting bottles. Enforcement varies, but 2026 sees more quiet zone policies. Alternatives? Silent electric fans, if allowed, or ship AC. Number 12. Hoverboards and self-balancing scooters, electric boards for mobility. What it is? Segway-like devices. Why banned? Fire risk from lithium batteries plus navigation hazards. Carnival lists them explicitly. Secret? Battery fires have happened on planes. Ships avoid similar PR disasters. Number 11. Drones, UAVs for aerial photos. What it is? Quadcopters like DJI. Why banned? Privacy, collision risks, airspace violations. Norwegian allows port use but stores them on board. Secret? Drones could spy on sunbathers or hit antennas. Number 10. Ham radios and transmitting devices. Amateur radio gear. What it is? Two-way radios beyond walkie-talkies. Why banned? Interference with ship comms. Royal Caribbean bans them. Secret? Essential for emergencies, no hobbyists jamming signals. Number 8. Surge protectors and multi-plug outlets. Power strips. What it is? Extensions with surge guards. Why banned? Fire risk on old wiring. Carnival confiscates. Bring non-surge versions. Secret? Controls electricity use to prevent blackouts. Number 7. Irons, steamers, and heating appliances. Wrinkle removers. What it is? Electric irons. Why banned? Fire risk in cabins. All lines prohibit. Use laundry services. Secret? Revenue from pressing fees. Number 6. Candles, incense, and open flames. Scented burners. What it is? Any flame source. Why banned? Obvious fire danger at sea. Secret? Post-fire incidents like on Costa, lines are vigilant. Number 5. CBD products, including oils and gummies, cannabis derivatives. What it is? Non-THC items for anxiety. Why banned? Treated as drugs under federal law. Carnival explicitly lists. Secret? Legal gray areas in ports. Number 4. Marijuana and illegal drugs. All forms, even medical. What it is? Weed, edibles. Why banned? International waters follow strict laws. Detection dogs are used. Secret? Zero tolerance to avoid scandals. Number 3. Hard liquor and beer beyond limits. Spirits. What it is? Bottles over allowed wine. Why banned? Monopoly on bar sales. Corkage for wine only. Secret? Profit driver. Number 2. Weapons, sharp objects, and replicas. Knives, toy guns. What it is? Anything pointy or gun-like. Why banned? Security. Even multi-tools over 7 inches. Secret? Post-9/11 paranoia. Number 1. Explosives, fireworks, and ammunition. Pyrotechnics. What it is? Any boom items. Why banned? Catastrophic risk. Tops lists for obvious reasons. Secret? Hidden in policies to not scare passengers. Whew, that was a whirlwind tour of the 17 cruise secrets that could trip you up in 2026. From tech gadgets killing profits to safety staples preventing disasters, knowing these bans keeps your vacation smooth. Double-check your line sight, pack light, and focus on the fun. If this helped, smash that like, subscribe for more insider travel scoops, and comment your craziest confiscation story. Fair winds and following seas. See you next time.